Okay guys, so today we're going to be doing outer tie rod end, passenger side outer tie rod end. This is how to check it. So you grab the wheel on each end and you wiggle it left and right. You see all that play and you could hear it as well. Okay, here are the tools you're going to need. A 24mm wrench or 15/16, 19mm wrench, 14mm wrench, side cutters or dikes, pliers, channel locks, 19mm socket, 17mm socket, half-inch ratchet or a 3/8 ratchet. I use impact. If you have an impact, that'll help a lot. A hammer and a pickle fork. You might not need a pickle fork. You might get away with just breaking the tie rod end loose with a hammer, but it varies. You're gonna need some WD-40. These are half-inch 19mm and 17mm. One for the wheels to get the wheels off, and the other one is to get the nut from the tie rod end off. So what we have to do is, while everything's still attached, we'll loosen up the nut here. You can also mark it here or count how many times you twisted it off, so that when you put the new one back on, everything's exactly the same. Okay, so we're gonna put our 19mm wrench here. I'm gonna wedge it underneath the chassis so I don't have to hold it. I'm gonna put the 15/16 right here. I honestly should loop this up, but yeah, the thing is gonna be tight. So okay, that's as far as I'm gonna turn it. I just wanted to back it off of this tie rod because we're gonna have to spin this tie rod off anyway. Okay, so I found my WD-40. I'm gonna take a 17mm. I'm gonna take this knot off with a 17mm. Okay, I'm gonna use the impact gun because I don't got time. I don't got time for that manual labor stuff. Here's my castle nut. And then you could either hit this with a hammer right here to break it loose, or you could use a pickle fork. Okay, so you could hit this with a hammer, or roughly right here, and the vibration will help it come off. If not, then you're gonna need yourself a pickle fork. This is okay to use since this ball joint's already messed up. We could use this. We don't care if we damage it. Okay, so we persuaded it to come out. I could have just used the pickle fork, but I wanted to show you guys how you could do it without a pickle fork. Now, we're going to put this 19mm. Okay, so I thought I was gonna have to hold it here and spin it off, but it spins off easily. If yours it's too hard to spin off, put your wrench here and just spin it off. Now, I am probably gonna need an inner tie rod end, but I want to start here because this is the obvious defective one. After we put this on, if we still doesn't play, then we're gonna check our inner tie rod in. Which right now it feels tight, but it just feels too loose. Normally they're a little bit stiffer than that, but there's no in and out play from doing it like this. But we'll see once we get our new tie rod in. Okay, so here we got our new one. Let's compare. And no new cutter pin. Nice. I gotta get one. Looks about right. Another common thing to do is when you're, for example, when you're removing this, count how many times you gotta turn it, how many full rotation you gotta turn it to get it all the way out. And when you're going with a new one, you count that many times going in. But I didn't do that. I just left the nut where it's at. Sometimes you just gotta angle it the right way to get it to go in. There we go. Here's your new castellated nut. I'm gonna go back to the parts store and buy me a cutter pin. But now you can just tighten up your nuts. So now I got the wrench here, I got a wedge here. I'm holding it down and I'm tightening up this nut. Okay. That ain't going nowhere. And then if I had my cutter pin, I would put it in, line up the nut to where you can see the hole and put the cutter pin right through the hole. But I gotta go to the parts store and get a new one. But that's it. We're done. Now we put the wheel back on, check for play, make sure we're good. Now let's check again. It's tight. You see, there's no play.